Yes! Hello! What? I know. Yeah. My parents are always late. Yeah. My parents are always late. It doesn't really matter. Fashionably late.
This was once a prosperous town. It was centered around the remnant of peace, the rubber soul.
Was there a war?
No. The one the remnant was bound to passed away. The world is filled with countless remnants. No two look alike or share the same power. However, they all have one thing in common.
And that is?
When a remnant is not bound to a soul, it calls forth disastrous misfortune. This calamity is known as the collapse.
Shh! Hide yourselves. I see them. 2 men. And a dark-haired little girl.
What did you do to her?
This must be our cue.
It's triggered another collapse!
So when a remnant is not bound, it creates a collapse. When it creates a collapse, the entire area starts to undergo severe changes, and there's worse enemies that come up. Okay, so we have a problem. There are 5 unions to fight against. I hope they can kill at least 1 union. This is trouble. Okay, at least they're not deadlocked with an enemy. Interceptor, huh? On standby. Oh, okay, so you didn't flank everybody. Okay, so that quick time event that you would have that I set from manual to auto for a critical offense or a critical defense. For a critical offense, if one member of a union has a success in a critical offense attack, the other members, I think most of the time or all of the time, will speed up to where they get ahead of the enemy doing their own attack. Keep your HP up. You'll see it in the actions in the upper left. Who is taking what turn? gas. That's not good.
Watch and learn.
I want them to break off, and the other one will engage. Because I gotta withstand this poison.
Look who's here.
Nope, he still went after the ones that are poisoned. Raid lock means that it's not inside a deadlock, where it's not physically, like, able to attack. It can attack at a distance. If you're able to, you know, get into a lock with an enemy from a distance, that's a raid lock. But he's at a raid lock, so now he's being flanked. You know what? Just be engaged. But try to keep your health up.
Here I come!
Oh, got a new move. The more you flank the enemy, the easier it is for your morale, your allies' morale to go up. I think I'll split this one.
It was as you said, Lord David. The flying creature is unquestionably a remnant.
Confirm this with the Academy.
Yes, my lord.
Who could be behind all this?
We do not know enough at this point. Verily, this situation is more complex than we'd imagined.
Yes. We should postpone any course of action until we know more.
What about Arena? Should I just keep my fingers crossed?
We are not dealing with an ordinary foe. A well-researched plan is essential.
Dave, come on!
Torgal is correct. We are dealing with forces that control a remnant not even the Academy knows about. Jumping to conclusions will only place Arthur in danger. You must understand my position, Rush. Where are you going?
To find Arena, obviously. You know how the people of Athlum are the most important things in your life. Well, Arena's the most important thing in mine.
Wow, wow.
Well, thanks for the help along the way. I'll go it alone from here.
Lord David, we still know nothing about his talisman. Perhaps we should have stopped him.
Perhaps. I am aware that we need more power, as the Gaybolg and Valeria Heart won't suffice.
The future of Athlum is at stake here.
feeling better? You're a picky eater, huh? Sorry the menu's not fit for a princess like you. Hey.
Rush.
Rush is dead.
No.
Stop mourning the dead and eat your meal. You are vital to him. You should be honored. Hey, wait up. How long are we gonna keep her like that? Let's just hand her over. You pity her? This whole deal makes me sick. She's just a kid. I am merely following the Lord's orders, as you should follow mine. Fine. Then give me some real orders. I'm sick of being a damn babysitter. As you wish. Let us go forth to the next remnant.
Do I have any monsters? Yeah, I do. Ooh. Can I join the guild yet? Alright, 3 of them done already. Cool. So anyways, the guild tasks are actually pretty important. You want to try to complete these. A lot of them are actually kind of hard to get. But this actually unlocks really rare stuff that you would probably really want. See, like this is a blueprint of some kind of component, customization component for later on. Obtained catapult. See, now you have a new formation for when you have your unions, and formations, if you have the right one, can boost your abilities in a certain regard. It's actually really good. Pincer's grip. Got 2 new people. So go into the union board. Rush is right here. Create a union. Select a formation. So in the lower right, you'll see like what it describes. Like this would be for Mystic attack of back ranks. I like this one for now. Position of the units on a unit board. Whoever's in the front will, you know, basically take the most damage. Oh, this is 2 unions, right. This is Russia's union. Okay, I got it. So in the second...
Leave it to me.
He's Mystic, isn't he? Usually these little frog guys are Mystic ones. I'd rather him right there. And then, yeah. Now, when you go into a formation that's a certain, you know, use of it, you'll get a certain variant of the formation, which will have its own increase of stuff. I'm only allowed 3 battle units, though. That sucks. One of the funny things is that whoever's inside your units, will actually handle themselves. So just make sure you have stuff on hand, and they'll ask to use it. Like, if I just have a few, like, kite shields, maybe like a few cudgels. If they want to use it, and it's totally up to them, they will ask if they can use it. Believe it or not. I only have space for 100 equipment though. So equipment is 10 out of 100, so that's a mistake. Don't do that. I don't necessarily need it right now. Let's just fill up on this stuff. This is how you heal and all that. For those that use herbs as like healing or status effects or whatever. Customization is not there yet. Okay. I could talk to Blockter. Or... what's his name? He's one of these big blue guys, but he's like the best fighter inside the entire game. So you really want to talk to him. I thought he appears like the town square or something. Guess not. So now we have a quest to deliver a letter. And that's a quest. That's like, this is an introduction to quests. Balson, that's what his name is. There he is. This is actually the strongest guy in the game. If you get him ranked up well enough. So you can also have guest unions that show up, and he's going to be a guest union of his own. Here's an interesting thing though. You see how I set up Rush to have two units inside his union? You could actually just take one guy and put him into his own union and then try to go for flanking. It's a strategy.
Let's do this.
You cannot tell a guest union what to do. They will do their own thing. That's what it's basically saying. Now the enemy is stronger. You'll notice that the enemy is stronger outside of the tutorial because now you're in the actual game. Units can actually request stuff, and when they request stuff in order to help out their gear or something, it helps them level up or whatever, you can actually tell them no. That's what that C's button is. You know, he can have it. It'll help him, like, improve in his own way.
Let's do this.
And that's the hard part that you can do, is it's like you're not sure like what somebody wants unless they tell you. You have to just come across it. Let's say somebody wants an iron nugget. Sometimes they won't even tell you. I think this was closed off before. No, I guess I just didn't go this way.
Kick some ass!
Nice.
Catch them in their blind spot!
Hang in there.
We're counting on you!
There we go. Alright, so one of the ways that you unlock Balsan's ultimate ability is that you kind of just keep talking to him in the town center. Also, I think you tell him to, because everyone in your group, your leaders, will like ask you, like, what should I study? Combat, Mystic, or be an all-rounder? For Balsan, you basically say combat. So he'll do only combat arts. If you don't know where you need to go talk to the pub owner or a attendant. They'll basically tell you where you need to go. He told me to go to a new city called Salaplay. I'm not going to at the moment, but that's what you do. I don't got Balsan yet? Yeah, sure. Yay! I thought Balson would have joined. Guess not. That's sad. There you go. Balson would have joined. Guess not. Let's go to Sala Play. So this is Mr. Dig. You actually make friends with Mr. Dig and he helps harvest materials for you. Warrior woman. She is actually very, very important. She's very important. I don't want to spoil it though. One day. Alright, that's equipped. Fidian Choker. You okay? Let's get one. The further you travel into an area, you can actually travel to different parts of the area. I usually just avoid talking to people unless it's like super important, where they're like red or whatever. Alright, so this guild has some more people. This one does restorative herbs. This one does invocations. I might want Simrite for strength. Kind of looking for mystic users. They can use like magic and stuff. Yeah, put that up. Mystic resist +1. Amulet. Max AP. Alright. Just hold on to those. See if anybody else wants to use it of their own accord. There's a second floor in here. Let's see if anybody's up here. No? Okay. Yeah, Mr. Dig's cool. I like Mr. Dig. He only can dig a certain amount of times, but I have infinite on that. I think. Hopefully. Mr. Dig. Let's see. There's a harvest point.
Come on out! Awesome! Okay, later.
So now we have Mr. Dig. Mr. Dig actually has his own stats. How much power he has, his technique, and his instinct, which will actually help get more rare items as you go along, which is actually awesome. He is super duper helpful. He does put out an all points bulletin on Rush. Like, get back over here. Gotta talk to you. Not yet.
Okay, later.
Yeah, it's infinite. Loop chance, huh?
All right! Awesome! All right! Awesome!
2 light metals.
Yes!
Oh, you leveled up.
All right! Awesome!
Alright, anyways, I should just end the video here because this is what I'm gonna be doing this over and over and over until I get it. I don't think you want to watch it. Alright, anyways, I want to thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. Hope you have yourself a good day. Bye bye.